It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
Will somebody please deport me? Yeah, I need deported. Please deport me back home to my father who art in heaven. Yeah, I wanna go. I wanna be deported. Handcuff me and send me away to the Father. 'Cause there's so much going on this earth. It gets to me sometimes, yeah. And in these times, I gotta remind myself of my beautiful qualities to help me keep on pressing, such as I am beautiful on the inside and out. I am unique. I am real and authentic. Yeah. I'm not like everybody else, 'cause I'm me, and that's alright. I am lovable, I am loving, and I am loved. Yeah, I am healthy, and I am wealthy. So until my father called me home, I guess I can't be deported, but I'm gonna be imported right here, right now, and enjoy my day, and I hope you do too. Peace. Will somebody please?
Shout out to TD. We ain't seen TD in so long. We forgot that TD was requesting to be deported, but not to another country. She wanted to be deported back home to our Father who art in heaven. Shout out to TD, bruh. We ain't seen TD in a while, so I decided to put her up here. You know, back when we was covering a lot of the election, TD brought us through. Yes, she did. TD brought us through. So y'all come on in here. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday. What's going on? I hope y'all are doing well. As am I. I was late and I am late. I do apologize for being late, but Rockhead and Blueface were showing their natural black ass, okay? So I've been up doing content. I got up early this morning doing content. I'm actually in the process. I put out one video this morning. I got another video coming while we're on live. So I've been working. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been deported. I've just been working. So please, all of y'all, when y'all get a chance, when we get off the live, not while we're on, but when we get off the live, make sure y'all go pull up over there and see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? The channel is of the Dollhouse Reacts. I almost forgot my own other channel. But the channel is the Dollhouse Reacts. Y'all go pull up over there and see what's up. But anyway, y'all, it is Thursday. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I got a computer behind my computer. On some ghetto hood stuff. I'm gonna fix this when I'm finished. But listen, I don't know if y'all know First of all, let me back up. Time has been going by fast. And you know what I was thinking when I was getting ready to meditate? I said, what if they shaved like seconds off each minute so we won't recognize it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the days are shorter. The nights are colder. I'm just playing. That just came with it. But no, listen. The days are shorter, right? And even when the sun goes down, it feels like it's not that much time before we have to go to bed and get right back up and do it again. So my thing is, I'm like, what if they shaved like 1 or 2 seconds off of each minute? Because that's how we do. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can do it and people won't notice it. But what if they like shave 1 second off of each minute? You know what I'm saying? And if you shave 1 second off of each minute, when you look at the long-term effects of that, I really believe that that's why the days are so short right now. You know what I'm saying? Yep, the Bible said the days will be shorter for our sake. There you go. There you go. You see what I'm saying? One thing about that book is gonna tell you. But thank you so much, man. Listen, I was just thinking about it, like I said, when I was getting ready to meditate. I'm like, man, the days are fast, the time is fast, right? Like we're already halfway or over halfway through the year. This is August. Girl, today the 20th. Today the 20th. Like, what? Today is August 20th. Like, this time is going by extremely too fast. And it wouldn't surprise me none if we find out that basically this is all one big cap. You know what I'm saying? They basically taking people's, let me stop playing with this other computer. It wouldn't surprise me if they taking people's, if they, shaving a second off of each minute or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, welcome on in. Welcome to the Morning Joce. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My talk girl. Nah. I don't know what that was about. I was about to say my name, or my host, or I am the host, Voodoo Doll TV. Okay, so please, if y'all are interested, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Shout out to my replay gang. Love y'all down. Okay, but yeah, we rolling over here. I feel like in the last couple of, I ain't gonna say the early part of this year, with me traveling as much, I feel like I kind of fell back on the content as much as I wasn't putting out as much content as I was, but we back. Yeah, we back. We back. We back. We back. We back. I'm about to roll this content out. Do you hear me? Content on content on content. So please be prepared, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. So let's get the morning announcements on, and then we'll get into why we're here. First of all, morning announcements. Black America. I wish I could hug all y'all. Come give me a hug. Oh. I love y'all. I really do. And I don't even have to know y'all to love y'all, but I really do. And that's why every day I come on here with my bald head ass and I tell y'all, Black America, please do your genealogy. Don't I do that? I come on here every day and tell y'all to do that. I do that because I love you and I want to see the best for you, fat. So please, Black America, if you don't do nothing, start your genealogy. For y'all who don't know what a genealogy is, all it is a family tree of who you are, where you came from, and the people who came before you. Get to know your ancestors. They're waiting on you. They've been tapping y'all, dealing with y'all, talking to y'all. Some of y'all be drunk and high. Y'all don't be knowing that's y'all ancestors. Y'all be thinking it be a ghost. No, girl, that's your ancestor. Some of y'all, it do be a ghost, though. I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all, it's not the ancestors. It's the devil. Some of y'all, not everybody. But for a lot of us, it's not a ghost. It's not a demon. It's your ancestors. So please tap in, okay? And the way to tap in is through genealogy. So find out who you are and where you came from. I promise you, it'll make you better. It'll make you better. Also, grounding, meditation, and prayer. That's also imperative right now because we are in heavy spiritual warfare, Black America. Please go ahead on. Do your grounding, meditation, and prayer and all of that. Let's get closer to God so we can get up out of here, okay? And I don't mean get up out of here like deport, like TD. I mean get up out of here like, like so we can get to our heaven on earth. Because the biggest lie we were told is that we have to suffer here and get heaven over there. That don't go like that. We can have heaven right here. And the way that the universe is working, it's set up for Black America to have its heaven right here, right now. The only thing it takes for Black America to do is wake up. And how do you wake up? Ground, meditation, prayer, genealogy. Ground, meditate, prayer, genealogy. Okay? You don't have to do them all at once, but you got to find a way to do them all. Does that make sense? So please, genealogy, go outside, take 5 minutes away from your phones and everything. Just do some grounding, put your feet in the grass, put your feet in the soil. As long as it's not the concrete, just put your bare feet in the grass or the soil. If you can't do that, go find a tree, hug the tree, take your shoes off at a tree. Do you know? And when you take your shoes off at a tree, those roots that go under the tree, they literally energetically connect to your feet and feed you. So if y'all are around trees and you're not embarrassed, because I'm not no more, I used to be. But if you're around trees and you're not embarrassed, go hug a tree. It really will help you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in every which way but loose. So anyways, we got the morning announcements out of the way. And what are we talking about today? It's the Morning Joe 701. We got to talk about the new AI and how AI, the data centers, are allegedly basically funding underground cities. Now, this is what we know. There are definitely underground cities all over America. because a lot of Black America don't know that we did a lot of things underground. Have y'all ever heard of a thing called the Underground Railroad? Put a 3 in the chat if you've ever heard such a phrase. I know when I was in elementary school, they taught us about the Underground Railroad, but they told us that the Underground Railroad wasn't really underground. You see, they told me that they called it underground because basically it was overground, but it was something on the low, under the table. Come to find out, they lied. They lied, and the truth ain't in them. The underground ain't no underground as far as it's a real underground. You know how you got the subway up in New York? Okay, they had the same thing all across America. So there are definitely cities and things underground, even in New Orleans where it's supposed to be under sea level. There are whole underground cities, and if you're from New Orleans, you know I ain't lying. Under Charity Hospital, under Harris Casino, all of that. There's underground everywhere. So we're going to get into it because the rumors that are going around is the rich are stealing the water overground and getting us all discombobulated because they're going to have some sort of reset, and all the rich people going to go underground while we up here trying to figure it out, windmill for our life. So we got to get into that. We also need to get into gay spirits. Now, I got a video to show y'all with this man, and this man was explaining gay spirits in front of his wife. And the man said a gay spirit had hopped on him, but he had prayed it off. Now, I don't believe it. I'm going to be real. I don't believe what the man is saying, but it's a funny video, and plus, he has some truth in it, even though he's crazy, and he probably just an undercover punk. So we're going to get into that as well. We also need to get into Haitians. That Haitian, what's her name? I don't even know her name, but that Haitian girl with the fake freckles that be on the podcast, who be going viral, the Haitian girl. She wants people to believe, or she wants to come to the internet and say that Black is Black, and it don't matter that she's Haitian, because if she don't tell nobody she Haitian, they'll never know, and we need to da-da-da-da-da-da. We're gonna gather her up today. So we got her, and then what else we got? HIV meds. I do want to talk to y'all about HIV medication and how they're starting to screw us over. So please, y'all, come on in here, get the likes up on the video, and let's get into the show, because I got a few honorable mentions I want to bring to y'all. Y'all, I'm over here working. I don't care. I'm working. I'm working like a dog, day in and day out. Do you hear me? I am working like a dog. I better see this check. This check better make me feel like I'm working, okay? This check coming up, YouTube. I've been busting up. Y'all better make sure my check reflects the work. Speaking of the check reflecting, I don't know if I can show y'all this. No, I ain't gonna show y'all because I don't want to show y'all too much. Anyways, let's move on. All right, let's get into the show. I got a couple of honorable mentions I want to give y'all or show to y'all. Shout out to y'all. It is Thursday, y'all. This time is going by so fast, and it's so weird. Like, I don't know about y'all. This time going by this fast is extremely weird to me. I don't know if I too particularly like it, you know? But anyways, let me pull up the first honorable mention. I also need to bring up, I already have it up though, because I don't have to say it. Let's bring up the man with the gay spirit. Y'all watch this video. This video is so funny. Let me set it up for y'all. So this man is talking about a gay spirit, right? The man, according to this man, he says that there is a demon called a gay demon, you know? Just like there's a gluttony demon, according to this man, just like there's a gluttony demon, there are all kinds of demons. He said there's a gay demon. And according to this man, the gay demon, one time he was somewhere and saw a whole bunch of gay people. He said, and the gay demon jumped on him. Now, the part that fried me was not the fact. Well, it was the fact that he said the gay demon jumped on him. But it was watching the wife look at this nigga. And you could read her facial expression like, nigga, you just a punk. What you mean the gay demon jumped on you? I want to play this video. You know why it's so funny? Because there is a thing as a gay demon. It is real. But do I think the gay demon jumped on this man and he fought it off? Absolutely not. I think this man is DL and he's using, and it's so much that we can get into it when I say the gay demon, because I don't think it's like that. It's so much to get into, but it's a lot of bull crap with a sprinkle razzle dazzle of truth going on. I thought this was hilarious, so I want to share it with y'all. Y'all look at this video. Watch this man explain how the gay demon tried to get him.
People are gay. They have what I call gay demons. Demons are sent into people involved in a gay person's life, just like if a person is a murderer. If a person likes to kill people, many times that person is demon possessed. I'll give you an example. I was on a bus. About 35 years ago. I just given my life to Christ. And there was some gay people on the bus. I could tell it was 2 or 3 of them. They were acting up on the bus. Not all gay people act up. They just were. They were young. Then a spirit came on my body. And I said, oh, great. And I had to deal with that for about a minute. I was standing up. The bus was crowded. So that was God's way of teaching me things like that 36 years ago. About 36 years ago. Because I've been a Christian 37 years.
So you say a spirit came on you? What type of spirit?
It came on me. It was invisible
spirit. Was it a gay spirit?
It was a gay spirit. And I felt all the feelings that a gay person would feel. Now, that's hard to understand because it is a spiritual concept. But that's the first thing you got to deal with. It's like an alcoholism. It's like a drug addict. We believe that it's a sickness or a spiritual sickness.
So if you take away the idea that this is based on a demon invading their body, what do you have this to base it off of? Is this all spiritual?
Well, it's spiritual mostly, but let's say a person has a heart attack. Well, maybe the demon influenced them to eat a lot or not take care of their health and all that, but that's not a demon that gave the heart attack. They just didn't have a healthy lifestyle most of the time.
Okay, so if a demon didn't give them a heart attack, how could a demon make me gay?
Well, let's step back once. Okay. Let's see. Okay, were you born gay? When did you become gay? When did you realize you were gay? And how did that come about?
Well, when did you realize you were straight?
I've always been straight. When did you realize you were gay?
I've always been gay.
So from a child coming up, from entering into the lifestyle, you were gay. Well, there wasn't an act in your life that led to that choice.
Well, there was actually, first I tried to be heterosexual. And so I accidentally fell into a vagina one time. And it was scary. It scared me a lot.
When people are gay, they have.
Wait, I hope that this is a parody or something. What they call them? Because when the man said, I fell into some vagina before and it scared me a lot, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you, bruh. These people is crazy. First of all, let me start off by saying this. Ain't no gay spirit jump on this man. That man is gay, okay? He might be DL, but he's gay, okay? Ain't no spirit hopped up on him and turned him gay for 5 minutes. Don't believe that, okay? This is a DL man, and his wife knows it. That's why she looking at him like that. Look at how she looking at this nigga, like, nigga, please. You see what I'm saying? But she can't say that because in the moment, they're ministering. But the end of the video, when she said, how did you know when you were gay? And he was like, I've been knowing all my life. How you knew you were straight? She was like, well, I knew all my life. But when that boy said, one time I had an encounter with some coochie and I fell into the vagina. My boy said it was the scariest thing that has ever happened in his life. And you know what? At this point, I'm with the boy. You know what? Maybe vagina ain't for everybody. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, nigga said minister loose wristed. I'm not about to. And this the craziest part though, for real. All jokes aside. This is a window into telling you what I told y'all about these first ladies. Look, them first ladies be knowing their husbands be punks. TD Jakes and them, you think their wife don't know they like booty? You think their wife don't know they like bending over and getting hot dogs and Vienna sausages up their rectum? Come on now. The wife probably be getting niggas to help do it with them. Y'all better wake up. Catch up, mustard. You niggas is late. Welcome to the party. You're late. I've been told y'all pastors is the nastiest niggas on the face of the earth. Nastier than truck drivers, nastier than goddamn police, military. Pastors are the nastiest people on the face of the earth. Listen to me and listen to me good. So it wouldn't surprise me if the wife was doing a little butt play early on in the marriage and she decided that enough was enough and he claimed he delivered or got delivered from God and now he calling it a gay spirit. That's probably why that lady looking at him. But you know, to each his own. I guess all this to say I got a husband. All this to be the first lady, huh? Girl, please. I'll be the second, third, and fourth lady before I be with a nigga who I gotta play with his booty. I said what I said. But y'all come on in here. I thought that was hilarious. The man said, see, I was on the bus and a lot of gay people got on. I guess they came with the spirit. That man full of shit. He just gay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. That man, for him to match that into you out of pocket, sir.
When people are gay, they have.
You out of pocket. Anyways, let's move on. Speaking of move on, look at Kale. Oprah old lady. Speaking of being gay, look at Oprah wife. Look at Oprah's husband. No, I think Oprah is the husband. I think if they had to be top and bottom, Oprah is the top, Gayle is the... No, I'm lying. Because I forgot how the people with power is. Let me back that up. If I had to rewind and talk about the Scissor Sisters here, Oprah is the bottom, Gayle is the top. Hello? Hello? You want to know which one put the strap on? This one right here. This one. It's kind of like a transfer of power. Y'all ever seen them clear men with a lot of money, rich clear men? They like getting spanked and beat on by hoes and shit. Okay, same type of stuff. Oprah's old lady is the top. Kale here. And Oprah is the bottom. It's kind of like a transfer of power. But anyway, her old lady decided to come on and do an interview. And we got an update on Hannah Penitentiary. Is that her name? Yeah. Gayle King calls out Hayden Panettiere's mama for saying that the actress lost her way days after her death. And she says, thanks, mom, for nothing. Now, let me just say this. Hayden Panettiere, girl, your mama done probably had a doggone insurance policy on you. Because there's no way my daughter would jump up, pop up dead, and I'll be on the line talking about, oh, she must have been trouble. You a lie to me. I'll be saying somebody did something to mine. You see what I'm saying? But everybody different. Is given that the parents had some money on the table. Or at least they under the table with the people. Let's get into the interview with Oprah's old lady talking about Hannah's mama. Y'all get the likes up.
An interview with NBC News, Panettiere's estranged mother spoke publicly for the first time since her daughter's death. She called Hayden an amazingly talented person and went on to say of people who grow up in the entertainment industry this: it is a struggle and it's a very challenging industry. It's not unusual for them to sadly find the wrong path. I think it becomes very difficult to be true to yourself. And I think Hayden sadly lost her way. And I wish it were different. I wish she had stayed true to herself because she had many incredible attributes. You know, guys, you read this and all I can think of is thanks, mom, for nothing.
I mean, Hayden Panettiere spent years publicly acknowledging her own failures, her own struggles. She did it with you in that interview. She cannot respond now.
No.
And for her mother to use these days after Hayden's death to just remind the world how much trauma she caused, it's unseemly.
You know, and when she was here, Vlad, you know, she told us that it was a very complicated relationship with her mom and that it was still a work in progress. And you hear stuff like that and you realize it was still very much in progress. It makes me so sad that of the opportunity that you have after your daughter's death, that's what you choose to leave us with.
If she had just stopped it, she was amazing and talented.
Kelly,
we would all agree.
In an interview with NBC News, Panettiere's estranged mother spoke.
You would be surprised how many mothers hate their children. You would be surprised how many mothers want the worst for their own children, especially mothers and daughters. You know, only thing I could think of when Hannah Penitentiary's mama came out and said, oh, she was troubled, is this, that, and the third. The mama probably wanted her dead too. And poor Hannah, between the ex-husband who literally came on the internet and was like, yeah, I used to beat her. You see what I'm saying? And then the mama coming out here saying, oh, she was troubled. That poor lady probably was surrounded by nothing but enemies. And this is the gag. Oftentimes, because we feel like these people have titles, we can't see the enemy that they truly are. This lady was surrounded by an enemy with her husband. She was surrounded by an enemy with her mama. And I'm pretty sure whoever close friends was around her were an enemy too. This lady didn't have nobody to turn to. And I really feel bad for the Clear lady. I feel bad. I normally don't feel bad for Clears. But this one in particular, I feel bad. Because she was around a whole bunch of people who hated her. Who acted like they loved her, but hated her in real life. See, this is why I don't hang with nobody. This is why I don't know if y'all peep me. I don't know if y'all peep me. Ever since September, no, when I broke up with my ex, October, I don't be with nobody. I be with me. It's me, and if me and my child go on a vacation, other than that, it's big me. Ain't no big 3, ain't no big 6, ain't no big 12, ain't even no big 2. It's just me. Because I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody at this point. At the end of the day, I keep telling y'all, it's not going to be people far away from you. Yeah, they can hate, but their hate is not going to affect you because they way over there. The people you got to look out for the most is the people that are closest to you. Your parents, your friends, your siblings, your children. Those are the people you're going to have to listen. Those are the people you're going to have to look out for, seriously. Because those are the people who know the most about you and stand to gain the most, okay? Speaking of standing to gain the most. What in the hell is Tia doing with this child? This little boy done proposed to Tia. Tia even know there's some bullshit. Let's get into it. Tia was proposed to by somebody's child. I know it sounds crazy, but Tia sleeps with him, so I guess it's cool. Let's get into it.
I ain't gonna wait. What I'm waiting for, if you like somebody, express it. You know what I'm saying? This for all the YNs, for all the young
40 bars in the chat.
If you a real 40 bar, this how you feeling. If you feel like you like somebody, keep it 100. Man, go all out, man. Spend that bag, get that ring, man. It's all diamonds right here. I gotta get big. Get big. You feel me? Natural diamonds. Get big mama right.
What? I'm gonna take a shot. What are y'all doing? Because I'm ready to go. It's hot out here.
I'm seeing over your eyes.
Where's my phone? My phone.
Don't worry about your phone.
All right. Get out. Huh?
Come here, get out. Get out. I'm gonna walk out here.
I don't want to walk. I got on my slide.
You step out.
Open my eyes up.
No. Open your eyes.
What does that feel?
Don't worry about it.
It's hot out here now.
Tia sound like that boy mama. What is that feel? What's going on? It's hot out here. You got your shoes? Did you call and see? She sound like his mama.
I'm getting sweating and shit. What? I'm gonna get in another truck or something?
No.
What? What the hell is what you supposed to be damn doing? Boy, find somebody to play with. Is this real?
It's not.
Where you get this from?
Don't worry about all that.
So what you trying to say? What did you
see it? You know that?
What? You bought me a gift?
Yeah. I'm trying to make you my wife. You got my wife.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll give you keys.
I'm for real. You for real?
Yeah.
I'll see you about that.
So what that mean? We engaged? Today?
Today, right now. Right now. No more games. I ain't playing with you.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
What the fuck you got going on?
I ain't gonna wait. What I'm waiting.
You know, every time I see this, I just pray to the Most High God that He never put me in a situation like this. Oh God, please. Please do not put me in a situation where somebody's child is on one knee asking me for my hand in marriage. Please, Lord. I don't even want to sleep with nobody's child. I don't even like people's children. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he proposed to Tia. Tia sound like somebody's granny. I'm like, boy, what you doing? Get up. You gonna scrape your knees. Is this real? Can I keep it? All right, boy, come on. It's time for me to go. I gotta go get some talcum powder and go da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Either way, Tia, I guess congratulations. I feel like this is all fake. I know it's fake. It's fake. It's literally fake. It's extremely fake, okay? But it's streaming. I told y'all streaming is the new love and hip hop. It's the new reality TV. And you're going to see much more since Blueface done switched the streaming game from just running around random to actually creating storylines and having actual real shit going on. You're going to start seeing a lot of more people with their streams turning into like reality TV. So it's coming. It's definitely coming. Let me read a couple of super chats. Y'all get the likes up. RT, thank you so much for the super chat. And also, thank you so much, beautiful, for making it rain, honey. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you for the super chat, Archive T. She says, that's literally my fave. Don't deport me. Also, my granddaughter turns on this Sunday. Turns 1 this Sunday. Overly love you, Vu. You are the gift that keeps on giving. Hashtag Educational Friday, tap in. Oh, Archive T, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you, Archive T. You've been over here for the longest and you always support. I'm so appreciative of you. Happy birthday to the grandbaby turning 1 year old. And I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend and just period. And I know you got your own channel, Archive T. Shout out to you in that channel. If y'all are interested, go check her out. Y'all, it's dope. I'm overly excited to be here. And I'm just happy to help anybody that I can. So thank you so much, Archive T. I appreciate you. Goddess Hathor, thank you for the super chat, says the U.S. House passed the Sunshine Protection Act to make daylight savings time permanent year-round, ending twice yearly clock changes. You know, I saw something about that a little while ago. Let me see. Because how does that affect the time? Let me ask AI. Let's see if AI gonna lie to us. Have the U.S. decided on having daylight saving time permanently?
No, the U.S. hasn't decided on permanent daylight saving time yet. However, the Sunshine Protection Act passed the House, but it's still awaiting Senate approval.
It's the Sunshine Protection Act. So, okay, they're in the process of passing it. Let me back up. How does daylight saving time being permanent in the United States affect time?
Making daylight saving time permanent means clocks would stay 1 hour ahead year-round, eliminating the need for those twice-yearly time changes.
Well, okay, let's back up. Thank you so much, Goddess Hathor. And you're absolutely right. They're definitely doing these clock changes and messing with all of this stuff. All of this stuff is together. But listen, everywhere don't have daylight savings time, you know? I don't know if y'all ever heard of Greenwich. What's the name of it? Greenwich something time, or AKA military time. Is basically the clock that has the 24 hours on it. So instead of the clock stopping at 12, it keeps going 13, 14, 15. As a matter of fact, all of my clocks are like that. Let me show y'all. See, all of my clocks are like that. All of my clocks are like that. I use the global time. The reason why they have the global time is because regardless of what we're doing over here in the U.S. and they messing with our brains, because that's what this daylight savings time is, it's a mess with our spiritual and our brains. So even though we over here doing our thing, the U.S. still goes by the regular time that everybody goes by, which is this one. So when y'all traveling out of the country and things of that nature, you'll start to see the clock look like this. And the reason it looks like this, instead of 2:10, it says 14:10, is because they ain't got time to worry about if it's 2:10 over here and 3:10 over there. It's 24 hours, period, okay? But anyway, they are definitely using the time and the daylight saving, all of that. I believe, like we said earlier when I jumped on, I think they might be shaving off a second maybe on each minute. And I think also messing with the daylight savings time, that's why the time is going by so fast. It's kind of like we're being sped up on some real weird stuff. Okay. Belinda Scipio, thank you for being a member for 29 beautiful months. Thank you. Oh my God. She says, Voodoo, love your channel and God bless you. Bless you, love your teachings. You are so good to Acorn. Oh, y'all have to. Oh, thank y'all. Girl, I'm just up here. Thank you so much, Miss Belinda. I appreciate you. Azure TV, thank you for the super chat. Says, off topic, Joce or Boys to Men? Boys to Men, and it's not even close. It's not close. And Drew Hill versus 112. Drew Hill. Boys to Men is the best group since the Temptations. There's nobody coming in second. They might have a third, but Boys to Men. It's not even up for discussion. Boys to Men. Yeah. Boys to Men, Boys to Men, Boys to Men. You know, I have all the albums. Okay. Huge fan. I used to have the albums when it was still on cassette. Do you understand me? Okay. Boys to Men, and it's not even close. Yes, Boys to Men. I love Jodeci. I love 112. I love a little mama's coming home, about to get you some more. That's cute for a little sniggly giggly around the house. But when it's time for the boys to really blow and bring it down, Boys to Men and Drew Hill. And it's not up for discussion. Thank you, though. I appreciate you, Azure. Thank you. ATL Peachy, thank you for the super chat. She says, Voo, every time you start talking, the ads come through. They let clips play, but not you. What the F they're trying to do? Love you, Voo. You know what else I'm noticing too? My sound. I done switched out my microphone. I done did a few things. And even sometimes I still be having issues with my sound. I'm going to switch out the whole laptop. And then we going to go from there. But I think that something is happening. Because I be spitting too much hot fire like Dylon. You know what I'm saying? It's too much hot fire over here. Rhonda, thank you Rondo, thank you so much for the super chat. Says the earth is rotating too fast and is throwing off man-made time. Ooh, now that's a different angle to look at. That makes sense. Thank you, Rondo. I appreciate you. All right, let's move on, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. That is actually something to think about. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. This is a question I have for y'all. The Woo Lady girl. I remember my daughter was telling me about her, the Woo Lady girl. So apparently this thick girl, and I'm using that word kindly because she kind of low-key fat. She goes around, and her name is Woo Lady. She went viral apparently on TikTok because she talks to girls about getting tricked on. Now, I haven't followed a lot of this Woo Lady girl, but every time I see her asking for things, it's always food. Now, from what I'm understanding about the Woo Lady girl, she's supposed to be telling the people how to get men to spend money on them. But every time you turn around, her fat ass want a 5-piece, 2 biscuits, 3 wings, and a goddamn side of red beans and rice. And I am of confusion because my thing is this. I get it, she be asking for bags and things as well, but how is you teaching the bitch anything when all you teaching the bitch is how to request a goddamn DoorDash? Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like the bitch be calling around requesting DoorDashes from niggas. That's all. Because she gets on this live stream with Kai Cenat, you know he loaded with paper, and the first thing she does is ask for money. Let me just say this to the young girls who want to get money out of niggas. You're not going to get a money out of nigga if he know you want it. You're not going to do it. No man wants to do for a woman with her hands out. No man wants to do that. No man wants to do for a woman who he really believes needs him. Men who love to give to women who don't need nothing from them because they can be appreciated more. You know what I'm saying? And then furthermore, if you're going to be a bum ass bitch and be asking niggas for stuff, the last thing you should be asking them for is food. You bitches are weird. So this girl done went viral because she gets on live asking niggas for money and food. Oh yeah, this is different. Frying the churn brain. It says Kai Cenat kicks Woo Lady off his live after she kept begging for a streamer backpack, 40-piece Popeyes meal, Birkin bag, and a pair of Crocs after just meeting him. Says, quote, I can't do nothing for you. Men don't want to do for women who act like they need them. I'm telling you.
Somebody get you a Birkin.
No, I don't. I need a streaming book bag. Thank you for the lion.
Who need a streaming bag? Me or you?
I need a streaming book bag.
Never coming at all. Never coming at all. I don't know who, like, bro, like my first interaction of me and you asking me for like materialistic stuff. Like,
y'all say she Haitian? Sound about right.
Off rip, like, bro, come on, bro. My first ever time talking to you, you asking me for a Birkin and you asking me for a like, bro, heck no, bro. What happened?
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Good.
Why is everybody telling me to talk to you?
Because I'm the baddest of them all.
The baddest of what?
The baddest, the biggest, the baddest. And Cassidy, can I get a streamer book at 40-piece Popeyes and a Birkin and some Crocs, please? And I'm trying to get out of my mama house. And they keep bullying me on TikTok. Oh, and two. Huh, go ahead.
Wait, you say you want a what?
A 40-piece Popeyes, 3 large fries, 2 biscuits, and a Coca-Cola, and a pair of Crocs and a Birkin. And the streaming book back, please. I started streaming like 4 months ago. And I live in my mama house, and TikTok bullying me because I live in my mama house.
I can't do that. I can't do that for you.
Okay, what can you do?
Nothing. You got a you're rich. You have a Cuban around your neck.
That's fake. That's machine. See, you worrying about the wrong thing.
Wait, but why I have to do it though?
Because you are the principal of the streamers, and I'm a streamer, and I'm trying to get out the hood by tomorrow.
So that means I have to do this now?
No, you don't have to if you can.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it, old lady. Well, okay. Where you get your name from?
My name? Because I'm Haitian. That's what they call me in the hood.
So?
Yes, I'm Haitian.
I'm so too.
Como ye?
Ça passe.
Not boule.
Yeah, not boule.
Not mo JB Cole.
What that mean?
We're gonna eat rice and beans. It's a song. Ça passe, not boule, not mo JB Cole. You're not Haitian for real. You playing around.
Okay. Well, old lady, it was nice talking to you. Please, somebody get you a Birkin.
This is what goes viral, and this is what got the people. This is the girl. This is the girl who's viral and got the people going crazy. So I guess, like I said, her thing is she gets around men and she asks them for money, gifts, and food. And this time she wanted a 40-piece from Popeyes. You know, it's ironic that both of those people are Haitian, cosplaying Black American culture, and are successful. Do y'all notice that? See, this is what I be trying to tell y'all. I see things differently. Everything that I see is different, right? I never just watched, Lord, somebody must don't want me to say it. I never just watch things at surface level. I'm always dissecting things, even when I don't want to. My brain just does. And just watching these two Haitians come on live, both of them seemingly hella successful. At least we know Kai is, but both of them successful. I'm just thinking, what if their parents never left the shanty towns in Haiti? Where would they be? You know, but this is what happens when the foreigner comes to America, integrate and then infiltrate. This is why both of those people are at the tops of their games. And this is the gag. Woo lady don't deserve to be there. I'm sorry. But I guess I get it. I get it in 2026. It's about gimmicks more than anything. So it is what it is. I just think she's corny and tacky. Like, I want me a 40-piece Popeyes because the people online trying to bully me and I'm trying to get out of my mama's house. Okay, let's move on. I've been in isolation too long. That's what it is. And when I see stupid stuff like this, I can't hide my nonverbals. Y'all know what nonverbals are? My facial expressions and my body expressions. I can't hide my nonverbals. So when I see ignorant ass niggas and even some ignorant ass those, it just grinds my gears from the inside parts. But speaking of the inside parts, did y'all see Kim Zolciak? Y'all remember Kim from off of RHOA? If y'all don't know, Kim Zolciak was the white woman on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She had the black girl, Sweetie, who we thought was a slave, but she really wasn't. She was just like a slave maid, if it makes sense, okay? So anyway, Kim Zolciak was married to a football player, Croy Bierman. He played for the Atlanta Falcons. They had this horrible marriage where Kim allegedly was spending all the money up gambling and things of that nature, and they ended up breaking up. Now, according to Kim, Croy ain't worth a nickel, and according to Croy, Kim ain't worth a nickel. But I'm here to say both of them ain't worth a nickel, because look, Kim Zolciak got a new man, right? Tell me why her new man's ex-wife is dating Croy. So while Kim, let me go get him. While Kim and her man is in happy bliss, if that's what you would like to call it, Croy and that man's ex-wife is over there kissing. Hold on, let's get Croy on here. Let's get Croy. Croy was over there kissing, and you know, clear people kiss a little different, you know, no shade, but they do. You know, they kiss like, how do I explain it? Clear people kiss like this. Get me up here. Let me show you how clear people kiss. I wish I had a doll. Clear people kiss like this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? When black people kiss, they kissing because they want to put that little bird in it. You know what I'm saying? So they be trying to be all sensual and things. But clear people, it's kind of like forced, okay? So let me show y'all Croy kissing on that lady, old man, ex-wife. This is disgusting and it's a lot of tea. So look, this is Croy is with Kim old man's ex-wife. Look. Now, this is Kim's ex-husband and her man's ex-wife. And they are together kissing. Look at the dog. Girl, look at the dog. That's them. Nasty tripe. I can't believe this. Talk about catchback, huh? There it goes. Croy got him a bitch, and he ain't have to go for to get her, huh? Hello, Croy. Croy still fine, too. He a fine white boy. You know, Croy, one of them white boys from the country. One of them, you know, biscuit-eating white boys. You know, cornbread-fed white boys. You know, heavy in the game white boys, you know? Is this him? Yeah. Now, it's given to me, maybe Kim and Croy was sleeping with that man and his wife, and they've decided to just split and trade places. I don't know. But anyway, Kim came on here with that lady's husband, and with talk about her husband. And Kim said that basically this is trash. She said Croy and him is trash. She said they're not tripping. She said, but it's just kind of weird and awkward. I can imagine Thanksgiving, huh? Let's get into it.
I provided for Croy for 10 years solely, so I'm sure he just wants another.
Okay. Obviously, both your exes were seen making out yesterday. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't care. We don't care. I'm just worried about very worried about his little boys.
Right. Okay. Why do you guys think they got together? Like, do you think it's kind of weird? Do you think like they're doing it out of spite or like?
I don't think they're doing it out of spite.
Right.
I mean, I provided for Croy for 10 years solely, so I'm sure he just wants another.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, I provided for Croy for 10 years solely, so I'm sure he just wants another.
It was the shade. I provided for Croy for 10 years, so I'm pretty sure he was looking for somebody else to provide for him. Girl, Kim, you got to stop. That man is with your husband's wife, okay? It's all right. Y'all clear people do this type of stuff all the time. This is not This is not new. It's only new to us. You should see the ones at the trailer park. But congratulations to Troy and Kim. Not Troy, Croy. Congratulations to Croy and Kim. Both of them got them an old lady and an old man. Everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying? I just hate to be there for Thanksgiving. I wish I was a fly on the wall. But speaking of flies on the wall, did y'all see Mark Jacob wants to dress the boy, what's his name, Luigi? Now, he's the boy who did the, who he killed. It was so many people. Wasn't he the mass shooter? Hold on. Which mass shooting did he do? It's so many of them. Stay right there. What mass shooting did Luigi do? Ooh, okay. He's guilty of killing the Snapchat dude, right? The insurance shooter, they say, motive for killing the CEO of a federal case. Hold on. He killed one of them CEOs. He killed the CEO, okay? Somebody. United Health. That was who it was. The United Health CEO. So this is the clear man who went viral because he's kind of cute. You know who he reminds me of? Boy Meets World. What's the boy name? Topanga Old Man. I ain't never watched the show, but I know all the black boys loved it, Topanga, down to the ground. But I never watched the Boy Meets World show. It wasn't really my thing, you know? But he gives me Boy Meets World, the boy from Boy Meets World, okay? Now, this clear boy, his name was Corey. That was his name, Corey. So look, this clear boy, Luigi, since he's so fine, people forgot that he killed somebody. So now Mark Jacob wants to dress him for the trial. Welcome to the stage, you guys. Welcome to the stage. Mark Jacobs want to dress him. And I think that boy, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not into clears, not like that. But this one here is cute. I ain't gonna lie. This one cute. This one cute. And I feel like if Mark Jacobs put him in a fire suit, oh yeah, he gonna have the hose. The hose ain't gonna be able to know what to do. It says Mark Jacobs said he dressed Luigi Mangione for his upcoming murder trial. Girl, he's going to trial for murder. According to reports, Mark Jacobs isn't ruling out giving Luigi Mangione a fashion makeover for his upcoming New York murder trial. If Armand gonna be at the trial, I would love to see it. It says, but the designer admit Luigi may not need his help. During Variety's lie detector test, Mark was asked about celebrities like Winona Ryder, Lil Kim, and Courtney Love wearing his designs to court. When asked if he'd style Luigi Mark, he said yes. He says, but added that Luigi has already done a pretty good job dressing himself for court. So basically, Mark Jacobs said he don't mind putting a nice suit on him. I ain't gonna lie though. If Mark put that suit on him, them hoes gonna go crazy. Them white girls, ooh. And I see some of you black girls going crazy too. I ain't mad at you. I ain't gonna lie. He a cute little boy. He might smell like wheat thins, but he's a cute young man. So shout out to Mark Jacobs. I mean, not Mark Jacobs. What's his name? Luigi. Shout out to Luigi. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna watch the trial. The trial is over. I don't know. Either way, congratulations to the young man. I don't know why, but either way, he gonna be cute. Let's move on. He's gonna be a cute young man. I seen all them black girls going crazy behind him too. I seen y'all. Oh yeah. I seen y'all around there. Going crazy behind that clear man. I ain't mad at it. Don't go ahead and have you lick your fingers a little bit. I ain't mad at it. It's not for me. But for y'all who like to dip your big toe in the white milk, have fun, fat. Have fun. That's all I got to say. Let's move on. Did y'all see that Apple has iPads? Not iPads. What do you call them? EarPods that can basically act as AI. So apparently, Apple is giving us a glimpse at its next generation AirPods with built-in cameras and AI capabilities. Y'all, Apple be coming up with everything except a better camera, huh? Let's get into it.
Visual intelligence, your world becomes savable. See something you like? Just ask me to save it for later. With visual intelligence, your world becomes savable. See something you like? Just ask me to save it for later. With visual intelligence, your
Now, this is what I want to know. How the hell do the AirPods know what you're looking at? How, Sway? How? Now, I would say that people aren't going to go for this, but I see everybody wearing the Meta glasses, so we already know it's coming. So the AirPods has AI and camera, and anything that you pick up, you could just tell the AirPods, oh, save this for me. I know you fucking, convenience is going to kill us all. There you go. Convenience is going to kill us all. That's how they're going to get us. Right now, it's saying, oh, tell us if you want us to save it. Next thing, the AirPods going to be saying, you under arrest. Go ahead on with y'all bad stuff, with y'all meta glasses and all of that. As right now, y'all just recording and going viral. See, one day y'all gonna put the AirPods on and y'all gonna put the meta glasses on, and them bitches gonna say, put your hands behind your back. They gonna do like this. They gonna give y'all the 3 taps, and they gonna say, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You fired, bitch. Y'all job's gonna be firing y'all through the AirPods. Keep going. Keep on going. Keep on going. Everybody want convenience. Convenience, convenience, convenience. Go ahead on now. Go ahead on. Now, I want to get into this vaccines and ovarian cancer. This lady said that after she took the COVID vaccine, her periods became abnormal. And I know she ain't the only one. There were so many women who had abnormal periods after receiving that vaccine. Let's see what AI gonna lie to us and say. Let's see if AI gonna tell us the truth. Probably not. Do women, or are there any reports of women having messed up menstrual cycles after taking the COVID vaccine?
Yes, many women have reported, and studies confirm, temporary menstrual cycle changes after getting the COVID vaccine. For medical advice or a diagnosis, consult a professional.
Now watch this. Are abnormal periods or menstrual cycles related to the COVID vaccine?
Yes, abnormal periods and temporary changes to menstrual cycles can sometimes be related to the COVID-19 vaccine. For medical advice or a diagnosis, consult a professional.
Oh, she being honest today. All right, girl, let me put you down. You telling the truth today, okay? I ain't mad at it. Tell the truth, shame the devil. So anyway, yes, many women, millions of women suffered messed up menstrual cycles after receiving the vaccine. Now, this is the gag. A lot of people at first were trying to act like this wasn't true. There were doctors, there were people all over line saying that that wasn't the case. But apparently, it must have been so many women that they had to just admit it. So now this lady was talking about ovarian cancer and how after she received the vaccine, it caused her to have menstrual periods that was messed up. I keep telling y'all that vaccine caused a lot. And I think cancer and HIV and herpes is one of those things. I think that's why it's so easy for a lot of people to get HIV, AIDS, herpes, and cancer. I think it has something to do or linked with the vaccine. Let's get into this video of this young lady speaking about how the vaccine caused her ovarian failure, not cancer, I'm sorry. Let's get into it.
So I took the vaccine, my period stopped. My ovaries shut down. I went to the doctor and the doctor's like, are you still getting your period? I'm like, yeah, well, it's like intermittent. And he's like, yeah, well, your body's functioning like a 70-year-old woman in menopause. And I was 32 at the time. And he's like, you know, the only way for you to have children is to freeze your eggs right now, try to do an IVF cycle or donor eggs. I tried the IVF cycle from the...
Y'all notice the very first thing he said was freeze your eggs. Why y'all think that is? Why do y'all think the very first thing the doctor said was to freeze her eggs? Do you think it was because of her health? No. They trying to hurry up and extract eggs from her anyway. Because I keep telling y'all, they are using our eggs for a whole bunch of other stuff. So now she's getting ovarian failure, and the very first thing is, oh, you need to hurry up and extract your eggs. And again, we don't know how many they're extracting. All we know is what they tell us. We don't know. So now she's supposed to lay down and get her eggs extracted in hopes that even still in the future, she can use said eggs to have another baby. That's insane. This is a play.
Hospital that I was working in failed miserably. Okay, I needed like 4 more rounds, and the hospital at the time only gave you like $20,000 for IVF, a lifetime cycle, because you know, depending on the cycle, it is very expensive. And I did $20,000 my first cycle. Wow. And so then the doctor's like, well, the only way that you're going to have a kid is if you get donor eggs, which I don't believe in them. I believe that God is going to do his big one when it's time for me to have children. He can do the impossible. So I'm really not worried about that part. And I'm just like, all of the things that I've been through, like my periods are so intermittent, and I just don't understand how you're going to tell us right now that we never needed to get the COVID vaccine. Like, I'm going to fight you. Can I sue you?
Yeah, you can't sue them because I think all of them was granted.
No, she can't sue them. They said it when they gave y'all the vaccines, that if something happened, you can't sue.
Full immunity. All the big companies, Pfizer, J&J, Moderna, I think they all have immunity. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, she said she lost her ovaries from the COVID shot. So that's sad. I mean, no kids unless you go through the route that she's talking about going. But yes, I do see in the comments, I see one now that said they're pushing the mRNA vaccine for measles. I do see that they're pushing it hard. I just think you got to have discernment whether you want to take it or not. I'm more of a natural guy here. I don't believe in all that, but that's me. I'd never tell people what to do or what not to do. But I do see that they're putting it, I've heard, let me say this, allegedly they're putting it in the food that I'm going to do a video on that coming up. And if you notice, a lot of the animals won't even eat certain food. Man, I remember I had some chicken nuggets from a certain company. I threw them in my yard just to see if the ants or the birds or something eat them. Those things stayed out I stayed outside for 4 or 5 days. So I just went out there and got them and threw them in the trash.
They had this girl the tree that I go to, and I'm assuming it's a girl. Somebody left offerings under the tree. It was oranges. Somebody cut up oranges and left oranges and I think a couple of slices of apple under the tree. Do you know for days, I went by 3-4 days and that shit was still there. In the woods. The tree that I go to is in the woods. You mean to tell me ain't nothing passed by that tree, smelled them fruit, and was like, oh, let me snatch that? The fruit were there for 3 or 4 days, just sitting. That goes to show you what we eat.
They wouldn't even eat the chicken nuggets from this popular chicken place. And that's when I stopped going there. I'm like, if the animals won't eat this stuff, why am I putting this in my body? So let's see what they got.
Let me say this. Shout out to the lady, bruh. No, you cannot sue. And the reason you cannot sue is because they literally told y'all that from the beginning. Please listen to me, Black America, because I don't want us to make this mistake again. They never forced you to get anything. Okay? I know you feel like you were forced because they dangled your livelihoods over your head. They said, hey, if you don't get this vaccine, you could possibly lose your job. Or, hey, if you don't get this vaccine, you could possibly lose your home. And the idea of the possibilities scared the people, forcing them into the vaccine. However, per definition, they didn't force anybody to get anything. So first of all, the only way for us to not have this happen again is to understand how we messed up the first time. Okay? There's only one way we can assure that we are not stuck again with this kind of situation. We have to fix the problem and remember the issue. It wasn't an L. That L is just a lesson. Okay? Listen, they didn't force you to get it, but they did dangle your livelihoods over your head. Now, everybody wasn't thinking like me. You know what I thought to myself? On the 3D level, I'm good. I'm a hustler. I'm going to make my money regardless. But on a 5D level or on a spiritual level, I trusted in God. I prayed and prayed. I grounded and I meditated. And God kept telling me, my ancestors, my angels, my spirit guides kept telling me, go with the move. Don't go get the shot. Stand your ground. So every single time I stood my ground. Now, don't get me wrong. Did I lose? Absolutely. If you would look at it like that. I did 5 years later, but still, I was still pushed out of a whole career that I had given 12 years of my life to, okay? So for that, yes, I lost. But think about it. Look where I am today versus where I was then. In my career that had a 401k and guaranteed retirement, medical insurance, school benefits, and everything, I was literally living not pillar to post, but not nickel and diamond under my permanent job that's so safe. I hate them damn Mexicans. Anyways, under this job that was so safe, I was literally living hand to mouth. I live an hour away from my job. It was times I was thinking about if I could sleep at work so I wouldn't have to fill my car up because I don't have the money. But right now, I'm in a much, much, much better situation. I weigh less. I look better. I'm less stressed. I sleep more. I don't drink as much. I actually got the prize at the end. So why is this important, Black America? Because this is coming back around. They're going to do something else. Do not allow them to trick you. This is the thing. We got to acknowledge that we were tricked. Number one, so that it can't happen again. And then number two, we have to make sure it doesn't happen again by making sure we acknowledge what happened the first time. You got tricked. And no, you can't sue. If you died or got sick or lost your ovaries, oh, well, tough titty said the kitty, but the milk was dry. This not my words, this they words. I peeped that when they first brought it out. Don't let this happen to you the second time, okay? Use these instances that I'm showing y'all and embed them in your brain. So when the next time come around, you'll remember it and you'll say, oh, hell no, okay? So anyways, it really is sad. It sucks. It's messed up. This young black woman who could have possibly went on to have a family and all these other things, now she won't. Now she won't. Or at least at the moment. Because, you know, God has the final say. And I'm so glad she took that route because he does. He has the final say. But speaking of the final say, I did want to bring up some more of the footage of what's going on in Gary, Indiana. Shout out to everybody. Y'all get the likes up on the video. For y'all who don't know what's going on in Gary, Indiana, a storm passed by a few days ago, a week or so ago, and it has left the people of Gary, Indiana without power. They don't have power. They don't have water. They don't have anything. These people are literally living in a blacked out town and have been for the last 8 or 9 days. Now, if you let CNN tell it, they got 3 white families that they keep putting on rotation. And I told y'all yesterday that it's not white people that are suffering, not by and large, it's us. Because Gary, Indiana, has a 76% of Black American population. That's because the real Indians, Gary, Indiana, are the Black Americans, Gary, Indiana. Don't let that go over your head. But anyway, I wanted to do some more blasting this stuff out to y'all so that we can talk about this more because the black people are suffering. So I got some clips I want to show y'all of what's really going on in Gary so that we can know what's really happening. We can't wait on CNN or Fox News. We got to do it ourselves. So let's get into it. It says 100,000 Northwest Indiana residents remain without power nearly 1 week after the storm. Let's get into it.
Thanks for helping us.
It's always a privilege, no matter where we go, what part of the country, just to be able to serve.
Darren Bellinger and his team with 8 Days of Hope drove here from Louisiana, saying their faith called them to Gary to serve families in need.
We're not going to leave until we feel that the need is no longer.
Right across from the WCA of Gary, 8 Days of Hope, NIPSCO, the Urban League, and the Salvation Army and others are handing out food, ice, and water, helping families get through another day without power.
I have a son at home who's, paralyzed as well, too. So it's miserable for him, too, as well. Just not having no Wi-Fi, not having internet, not having air conditioner. But just got to be patient.
For 6 days, Inez Berry has been without power at home, where she also cares for her paralyzed son. With no reliable way to keep her phone charged, she says even the basics have become a daily challenge.
I just usually go to my car, and I just power it up through my car as well, too. Because it go dead so quick.
And Barry is far from alone.
It's been really unprecedented, not just this storm and the size and the magnitude of this storm, but we've had really storm after storm.
Back-to-back storms have tested the patience of families across Gary. NIPSCO says crews are still working to restore power to tens of thousands of customers. But after 6 days in the dark, Barry says she's holding on to the belief that this too will pass.
We've been enduring for a night, but joy coming in the morning. I know it's just temporary.
Thanks for helping.
My heart really goes out to the black people in Gary, Indiana, to the people, period. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I don't care about the clears, because I really don't, but I kind of do, because anybody going through a natural disaster is messed up. My heart really truly goes out to them people, but at the end of the day, the reason I'm blasting this out to y'all is because the news got us believing it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? They also got us believing that it's not a lot of us that are suffering, when the mass majority of the people out there suffering are Black Americans, because Gary, Indiana, Indians, Gary, Indiana is filled with Indians. They just don't know they Indians. They call themselves Black Americans. Does that make sense? So we need to make sure that we blast this out. I got another video I want to show y'all. Get the lights up. Hold on. This the girl. I played a little bit of her video yesterday.
I'm in a blackout, one of the worst ever for Indiana, and we're going on about a month week. So come get ready with me as I go in my house, load my pew because people are robbing people for generators, and put new batteries in my flashlight as we navigate the apocalypse. This is my dog Carter, by the way. As you can see, little and not able to bite a thing. All right, for starters, we got the Walmart special. I went and bought 3 lanterns that all take batteries, and they come with batteries. So I don't have to buy any more, but I do have extra because I don't trust myself with candles, and it is pitch black dark. How dark, one might ask? Well, let me show you. This is how dark it is. And I'm in my car. Notable haul number 2. I have a battery set that I've already opened because I'm terrified to go in my house. But unfortunately, this is what we have to do because I no longer can afford to keep staying in hotels. And I also have, my name's Aja, and I'm in a blackout, one of the worst, no signal. So that's great. Now, before I go out.
Oh, yeah, we got to add, too, that they probably don't have a power signal or a signal for the cell phones because they don't have power.
Side of my car to make sure my are locked because again, people are breaking into cars, houses, and stealing whatever they can get their hands on. I'm gonna make sure I have batteries in my flashlight. Now, one thing that I want to make abundantly clear. Yeah, I need to hurry up. One thing I want to make abundantly clear is the longer you stay on monkey car, the more chance you have of somebody running up and pistol whipping you. So you gotta hurry the up. Oh my God, I didn't put the batteries in, right? We've got action. So my next step is going to be grab everything I can, get in the house, and then get the batteries in my lantern using, why is this flashing? Using just this and my little one here, and then I'm gonna call y'all back. No signal,
So the power has been off in Gary, Indiana for 7 days due to a crazy storm, right? And I thugged it out. We thugged it out through the whole 7 days. And I didn't want to get a hotel because I didn't know how long this was gonna last, and I wanted to save as much money as I could, just to, just in case, because you just never know how much money you're gonna need, because how long this tragedy gonna go on. So on the 7th day, I finally bought a hotel room, right? It was power. We went where the power was, right? No storm, no nothing. The power went out in here. In the hotel room.
No way.
In the hotel room. This is crazy.
Yeah, you can't.
Yo, this is like a scary movie, bro. I don't know what's going on. Oh, now that's scary right there.
No way.
My bad. It's down for a couple blocks.
Yeah.
Why?
I have no clue. Nitschko must have shut it off to work on something.
I'm about to say, I believe that they shut that power off on purpose. I don't think no storm threw the power out. They doing this on purpose. I promise you, this is giving me Hurricane Katrina.
But someone said they heard something pop, like a transformer.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So they gonna give us money back.
This is Katrina tease all over again. I know what I'm looking at.
But someone said they heard something pop, like a transformer.
Yeah, I heard.
I have to say something because what's happening right now in Northwest Indiana is so diabolical. Northwest Indiana has been without power for 7 days. If you don't know how Northwest Indiana works, they only have one power company. It's called NIPSCO. NIPSCO moves however NIPSCO wants to move. There are 3 cities that are in Northwest Indiana that are predominantly Black and Latino, and the way that they are doing this, people, is it's so wrong. They put up this list and timeline of when they're going to have power restored for all of these white cities. But there's no Hammond. There's no East Chicago. There's no Gary, Indiana.
That's the exact same thing they did for Katrina. They made sure Chalmette and Metairie had power and resources first, and then they went into the city of New Orleans and then gave us what was left over. I know what I'm looking at.
Which is predominantly a Black city. Now, all of these neighborhoods have been without power for 7 days. I'm from this area and they are being robbed. There are people that are trying to break into other people's house to steal their generators. They don't have any food. They don't have any AC. And right now, across this country, we are faced. I have to say something because what's happening right now in Northwest Indiana is so diabolical. Seeing a heat dome. There are elderly Black Americans who are struggling. And the rich white cities, yeah, they're all coming together and helping each other out, but they're leaving Gary, Hammond, and East Chicago to fend for themselves. And it's wrong, especially because these are the communities that voted against the Republicans in that state who are leaving them high and dry. And that's probably why they're not getting any help. Seeing a heat dome. There are elderly.
And if we're going to go political about this, most, especially Black cities, are ran by Democrats. even New Orleans. And just like New Orleans, a city ran by Democrats, we get screwed over the most. When are y'all going to catch on? To my voters in the chat, when are you going to catch on? Now, this is the gag. I don't think it would be much better under the Republicans neither, because I don't believe in the system at all, you know? But anyways, the point is this. Black Americans are out there suffering through this stuff, and it's not being talked about enough. So I'm using my platform to bring it to y'all so that we can raise awareness. They got a lot of Black American people out there. Listen, if you've never been a part of a natural disaster, then you don't understand. When the lady says that they're looting and they're robbing people, that's for survival. Not all. Some people robbing people because it's robbing season. But the mass majority of the people who are going around breaking in the houses, breaking in the stores, are probably trying to find resources. If you got a sickly parent or a sickly child and your lights is out, guess what you're gonna do? You're more likely to go grab your things and grab a blicky and go try to rob somebody of their generator. Because my mama need this for dialysis, or my sister need this for this, that, and the third. That's what happens during natural disasters. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they want to happen. This is how they wanted it to go. It's just they thought that if they just show the white folks on there and keep it out the algorithm, that the Black people wouldn't get a hold to it and we wouldn't see it. And I hate that the Black people out there have gone, 8 days, 7 or 8 days without power? I cannot imagine. You know what I'm saying? Well, technically I can. But my heart and soul really goes out to them because, like the lady said, they out there helping all of the white neighborhoods, but not the Black ones. That's also done by design. Let me also say this. I'm pretty sure it's happening in Indiana. For Hurricane Katrina, there were a lot of people that came down to the city to help the people in the city. Do you know what the city told those people? No. People came from different states and even countries to drop off water, to bring resources and everything. And the people of the city of New Orleans told all of them people, no. So if I am to think that Indiana is going through what New Orleans did with Katrina, then I'm pretty sure people have come out to Indiana, to Gary, to help y'all. And y'all city said, no. Because that's what they do. Okay? But anyways, my heart and prayers goes out to Gary, Indiana. It really, really do. We're going to have to do something at the grassroots. That's the only way, okay? And even then, we got to make sure that the cities are going to allow us in to even help, because that's what they did at Katrina, okay? Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. It's really sad, bro. It's really sad. But like I said, my heart really do go out to the people of Gary, Indiana. For real, for real. It's really, really sad and sick. I don't want to talk about that. All right, now let's get into a topic. Let's get into these HIV meds. Y'all, this girl from New Orleans, she's a rapper. Her name B.O.G. Viney. Shout out to Viney. I like Viney. Viney, let me give y'all a little bit of the backstory on Viney. Now, some of y'all, if y'all was on here when I spoke about Viney before, then y'all know the story. But this is Viney, who's a bounce rapper. Y'all don't know what bounce music is. That's the stuff you hear from New Orleans. That's all the New Orleans music with the beat on it, right? Viney is a real big bounce rapper, dope AF. When I tell you bounce rapper down, she down. She good. Anyway, she caught HIV from her producer. Her producer's name is Michael. If y'all have heard most bounce music or bounce songs, a lot of the times you'll hear the girl saying, give them hell, Michael, or something, Michael. They always say Michael. Michael is the producer who had allegedly who has AIDS or HIV, and he passed that on to B.O.G. Viney. Okay, now B.O.G. Viney is still a rapper. He's still a producer, one of the biggest producers in the city, and this is an ongoing thing because, like any other people all over America in the city, it's a large group of people that's coming up with HIV, herpes, and doggone AIDS, okay? And cancer as well. This is all done by design. That's why all these Black people inside of these cities are getting infected with these diseases. That's done by design, okay? So anyways, B.O.G. Vonnie has came to the internet. She did a couple of years ago, told her story, talked about how he gave it to her and she didn't know. She cried. She did a big one. And she has been a major activist about HIV ever since. Well, I saw this video that came across my timeline yesterday and I want to share with y'all. Because now she's talking about the meds. And this is the banana in the tailpipe that the enemy wants you under. Let me back up. So they give us the disease, right? And then after they give us the disease, they come back and give us a cure. Now, this cure isn't a free cure. You got to pay for it. Even if you got Medicaid, medical insurance, and all that stuff, most of the time there's a copay, okay? So when it comes to HIV meds, all that stuff you see these people paying for, taking, they have to pay out of pocket, even when the insurance covers a nice portion of it. But it's not affordable medication. And herein lies the trap. So the government or the powers that be gives you the disease and then offers you a cure. Give it to you at an affordable price and then snatch the meds away and tell you you have to pay out of your pocket full. Well, most of the people can't afford their medications. If we have to pay for our medication straight out of pocket, we're screwed. Therein lies the trick. Now they're going to try to kill a lot of people by taking away their medications. I'm telling you now. So let's get into this video. This is B.O.G. Vonnie speaking about how they taken away HIV meds and the affordability of it and how it is going to affect the numbers of people with HIV. Let's get into it. Y'all get the likes up. Please and thank you. And shout out to B.O.G. Vonnie. I love her music.
I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. Because I feel like I don't need to lie to y'all. But the reason why I've been so fucking stressed out and just probably just overthinking, and I just been praying and hoping that God, that shit do not come down here. 16,000 people in Florida don't have medicine, can't get medicine, and it's going back into reactive stage if they don't get their meds. Louisiana's supposed to be having that same cut because of the Medicaid and the money that the state owes the state of whatever, girl. So, bitch, I've been in shambles. I've been in shambles, girl, for the last past week or two because Medicaid paid $5,900 a year for my meds, which would mean my medicine $600 a month. And I just been so overwhelmed, like, bitch, where I'm gonna get $600 extra from to keep my health in order? And then it just make it so sad, man. Because if a nasty dick ass nigga would have never even put you in this predicament to even be taking a fucking pill, there wouldn't even be a worry for me. I just been praying, man. It don't go like that. It don't go like that, you know. But it's so fucked up how my Cal just out here, bitch, living his best life. Fucking making churn and just sick in the fucking mind. Like, what type of fucking monster you have to be to really know that you are sick, bitch, with something that you can't get rid of? And he had to have AIDS because you just got a non-detectable status. That was non-detectable in 2024. 2026, right? It took you 2 years. He come from an AIDS status that he brought himself back. A man Morris that I be doing activist work with, that man said he had AIDS and he had to take 23 pills and now he's non-detectable to this day, but that was some years ago. But I say all this to say this, man. Be safe out here, y'all. I'll never drag nobody to hell. And bitches like hell on earth, for real.
My heart really goes out to Vonnie. And Vonnie is just one person that's a representation of what's going on. A lot of people, listen. Nobody deserves to have sex with somebody and wake up or get up with a disease that they can't cure. Nobody deserves that. But again, this government made the people sick, gave you the cure through Medicaid, and then snatched the damn Medicaid back, and now they want you to doggone pay for it. That's because they want y'all to get sick and just perish. That's the eugenics. That's part of it. And it's all connected. All of this is connected. I'm telling you, just like it's going on in Florida, just like it's going on in New Orleans and in Atlanta and in New York and Chicago, and it's going on everywhere all over America. They want to get rid of us. That's what they want. And my heart really goes out to them. I really feel bad. Let me see if AI know anything about these HIV meds. Are you familiar with HIV medications and Medicaid pulling back money for medications in Florida?
Yes, the situation involves the AIDS Drug Assistance Program, or ADAP, not Medicaid. Initially, Florida planned cuts, reducing income eligibility and removing some HIV medications. However, after public pressure, lawmakers restored full eligibility and coverage, providing $75 million in funding.
Oh,
For
good.
medical advice or a diagnosis, consult a professional.
So it sounds like in Florida, it sounds like, because I haven't read into it, but it sounds like they were able to figure it out in Florida and get the funding. But again, if this happens in all the cities, every city is not going to come up with the funding. But they put you in the situation, they give you the disease to do exactly what they're doing. Black America, we got to wake up and see what the play is. Because this is a play. That's what they're doing. They give you the disease, put you in a bind so that you're screwed. And then you see what I'm saying? And then it's we can't afford this part. And then this is what they do. It's Trump fault. Yeah. Go blame Trump. And then all of the people who are dying from this horrible disease look up at the top to Trump, and everybody just start blaming Trump. And I keep telling y'all, Trump does not have anything to do with your state shit. Yes, let me explain to you how the government works. Every state is in charge of itself. It gets funding from the federal government. And just like they dangled your job with COVID, they dangled the funding over the states. So no state has to do anything, okay? No state in the United States have to do nothing. What they do is they curtail things to benefit their pocketbooks. So if the federal government said you got to do X, Y, and Z in order to get this funding, and Y affects Black America, your state is going to say, fuck them, run me that coin, and they're going to do X, Y, and Z. So when they go to you and tell you that at your state level, that the reason why you're going through this is because of Trump, that's automatically a play. The reason why you're going through that is because that other president, your governor, all the people y'all voting in, that's them. If the states or if the people inside of the states went to the governors of each state and forced them to relinquish the whatever attachment they have to the federal government, you'd be surprised how much better each state would do. But again, they keep y'all hyper focused on Trump, so you never know where to go to get this shit taken care of. This ain't Trump problem. Trump got a lot going on, but this one ain't it. This is every single state, every single governor, every single mayor, every single city council. That's who this problem belongs to, not to Trump. But I bet you they're going to put it on Trump. How much you want to bet? See, what's going to happen is this is going to be a nationwide thing. There's going to be a nationwide crisis with medication for HIV. Mark my word. The CNN and all of the people going to come on the internet and say, this Trump fault. And nobody's ever going to get it taken care of because everybody's attention is going to focus right to Trump. Watch. And this is not to take up for Trump. I'm just telling you the real. If you want to fix things, you have to fix them at your state level. This has nothing to do with Trump. The reason why your governor keeps doing what Trump telling them to do is because he wants that coin or she wants that coin. It's for money, funding. But all of the stuff that we need at the state level needs to be handled at the state level, not at the federal level. But my heart and prayers goes out to anybody who's dealing with that horrible disease because they gave it to us. Y'all don't want to listen to me, but they gave it to us. They gave us that disease. I said what I said. They gave that shit to us. They gave it to us and made it seem like we already had it. They gave that shit to us. Okay, let's move on. Just like they did the Tuskegee experiment. Just like they did the Tuskegee experiment. Hold on. I got so much. I done shared so much Rockhead content. It's ridiculous. Hold on. Let me make sure I done went through all of this before. Yeah, I don't care about that. Y'all get the likes up. Sorry about that. No, I don't care. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I'm go through everything before I get to the next subject. All right, I think I did. Okay. Now I want to get into the new AI map because we need to talk about that. So, did y'all know that in schools, they're teaching children a new map, right? They're using the same map of the United States. But in this situation, what they're doing is they've changed the names to all of the states for the children. So now Louisiana is no longer called Louisiana. Alabama is no longer called Alabama. They give all these states different names. Now, for us, we might not think this is a big deal. But remember, this is going into the curriculum of the children. And if this is going into the curriculum, they want people to really believe this. So why are they changing the names of states with AI? I don't know. It says parents should be furious. Whoever's responsible for this should be deeply embarrassed. Let's get into this lady speak about how they got a new AI map for children in school.
Middle school gave children an AI-generated map, mostly consisting of fake states.
Mom, did you know that we live in Vaneki? And I said, what are you talking about?
That question sent Morris flipping through her middle schooler at Farnsley's brand new agenda, unveiling all sorts of bizarre errors.
The periodic table is just jarbled words. We have new planets called Mark.
In this U.S. map, Louisiana is Lukong, Alabama is Alatome, Illinois is Vitoise, and South Carolina is Sorth Quanto.
Sorth Quanto? What is this, a list of Sith Lords? Is this a map of the Shattered Plains? What are we doing here? Teachers gave this to students. We got Iowa right next to the beautiful state of Goago. Dude, they gave kids an agenda with nonsense elements on the periodic table. And they made parents pay for this. You have to pay $10 to get this agenda.
On Wednesday, nearly a week after Morris told the school, teachers got an email warning of a lot of mistakes between pages 19 and 36.
Dude, you made 17 pages worth of errors. What are you doing? No, not a single adult looked at this before they gave it to children who were trusting these adults to teach them accurate information. How is any kid supposed to go back to the school and take what any of these teachers say seriously now? And to be clear, I don't know who specifically is at fault. I'm sure it's probably not the teachers themselves, and probably like some higher up who printed this out and just told the teachers to give the students this, but it ruins the credibility of every single adult in that school for the children. They don't even know what fucking planets we have. This school is so lazy and so incompetent, they're using AI to write out the planets. Oh man, it's too bad there are no accurate maps on the internet. And before AI, we had to just guess where the states are and what they're called. Thank God we have AI to save teachers 60 actual seconds from filling in a blank map with a pencil and then copying it and sending it to kids. A middle school gave children...
I think that they're giving the children messed up maps and messed up curriculum to dumb them down. Back in the day when people became a teacher, they used to do it because they had a passion for it. In 2026, most teachers don't have a passion for that shit. That's a job. And they don't give a damn about themselves or them ragged-ass kids. So they get up there, they get the curriculum, they don't question nothing, and they just go with the move. They are dumbing down the children to make for better slaves. We talked about this on many occasions. They're dumbing down the children to make for better slaves. So we already know the children can barely tell time. They don't know their shapes, their colors, and all those things. All the normal, everyday things that they don't know. Our children in 2026 are graduating at the top of their class and cannot differentiate a rectangle from a triangle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's what they want. Robotic slaves. And that's what they're going to get. So please be mindful that that's why all of the curriculum is bunched up. And the fact that you had to pay $10 for that agenda and they sent that home, and don't let them tell you, oh, it was the AI overwrite, or oh, we didn't know. Bullshit. They don't give a damn about them kids. They don't. You know what I'm saying? And this is the gag. Can I say this part? And I know it's going to hurt some feelings, but most of the parents don't give a damn about their kids neither. They don't. They don't. No. Most of them, they think they do. And they think they show it by buying things for their children. But most parents in 2026 genuinely don't give a fuck about their kids. They don't. And they like to think that they do, but their actions show otherwise, you know? But anyways, speaking of actions showing otherwise, I want to talk about this Haitian girl. She goes viral all the time. She says some good stuff, but she's Haitian. And I talk to y'all about these Haitians and these Caribbeans and these Africans. They came over here waving their Haiti flag, waving their Caribbean flag, waving their African flag, all the while cosplaying us. Now, once we started to wake up and realize that they're cosplaying and benefiting off of it, and we started to delineate, now the very people who were waving their flags are now trying to act as if we're all the same, and we are not. Genetically, we are not the same. Spiritually, we are not the same. Physically, we are not the same. The only thing that we share with the Caribbeans and the Africans are melanin. That's it. Well, I'm going to say the Caribbeans. Let me back up. The Africans. The only thing that we share with the Africans are melanin. Now, the Caribbeans is something different. In Haiti, I don't know. Haiti is something different to me, too. Because y'all are even different from the other Caribbeans. Did y'all know that Caribbeans don't like Haitians? Did y'all know that? That most Caribbeans, I don't give a damn what island they from, they don't rock with them Haitians. They don't want nothing to do with them. And I'm starting to think it must be on a soul level. Maybe on a soul level, the Caribbeans know something about them Haitians that we up here in Black America don't. Because when you go to any Caribbean island and they got a Haitian on there, all of them Caribbeans be wanting that Haitian's head if they don't already take it. They don't rock with them Haitians at all. And I'm starting to wonder, who are the Haitians? Who are these niggas? Why is it that y'all can't even get along with the other Caribbeans? Because I'm not trying to make it like all of the islands are kumbaya and having a good time. Now, I'm not trying to make it like that. But I got to be real. At least with the other islands, at least there's a level of mutual camaraderie and respect. There is definitely a level of mutual camaraderie and respect. But when it comes to them Haitians, them Caribbeans don't want nothing to do with them. And I'm starting to think y'all no different from the Nigerians. But I've said that before. Either way, the Haitian girl who goes viral for saying some good stuff, now she wants us to look at her as just black. And we're never going to look at you as just black. I don't care what your skin tone says. I don't care that you came to America, learned how to do your makeup, your hair, put on a wig and dress like us and cosplay us. I don't care about that. You are not us and we are not you. And that delineation ain't going nowhere. It's never going anywhere. So I think that if the Caribbeans and the Africans don't get used to this new norm, then the Most High and the ancestors and Mother Earth is going to regurgitate their ass back to the shanty towns where they come from. So I want to get into this video with her telling us that basically she's just black. And per usual, every time you turn around it's, oh, if you don't want to accept us, then we want to take back Marcus Garvey. Take Meatball. We want to take back Malcolm X. You can't. His daddy is a Black American. So he's half us. And let's be clear, the other half that may be Caribbean, that ain't the half that made the Malcolm X that we know. How do I know this? Because ain't no other Caribbeans like him. But there's a whole heap of Black Americans just like Malcolm. So even the Caribbean part of Malcolm X, y'all can't even take credit for that. Okay? Let's get into this heifer. Let me get her together right quick. Let's get into her want us to believe we all black.
We as a people have to understand that race, ethnicity, and nationality doesn't make us any different.
Yes,
it doesn't make us any different to say.
Yes, it does. And do not allow a Caribbean tether tell you otherwise. Because if it don't make us different, why the fuck do they keep waving them ragged ass flags and having parades and doing all that stupid ass shit? Why do we have to know I'm Zoe, Sabase, Wale, and all that ugly ass shit? If ethnicity and race makes us all don't make us different, then why the fuck do y'all delineate when it benefits y'all? That's what I be talking about. Do not let these people talk you out of your shit, because that's all they doing, talking you out of your shit. And this is the gag. Please be honest. Please, let's be clear. They know exactly what they are doing. She knows exactly what she's doing. What she's doing is hoping that she runs across Black Americans who are ignorant and don't know. But that bitch knows exactly what she is doing. You're a Haitian, you're not us. Ain't nothing about you that's similar to me other than melanin. And if I strip that goddamn wig off your ass, I'm pretty positive your hair texture ain't even like mine. So please, I'm so tired of these bitches. When y'all know exactly what these people are doing, it's gonna make you sick to your stomach. When you overstand and understand what these people are doing, it is going to make you sick to your stomach. Y'all don't get it yet. I know you don't, because if you did, you'll be freaking out.
I identify as Black, I identify as Jamaican, I identify as Haitian, I identify as just plain American. That doesn't change. I could just say I'm Black today. I don't have to tell you I'm Haitian. I don't have to tell you anything for you to understand that I am still you. And when I look in the mirror, when I go outside in this world, when these Caucasians look at us, they see us as one people, Black. But the problem—
No, they don't. No, they do not. Stop letting Tethers tell you that white people look at us all the same. That is a lie. White people know the difference between us like 90 going west. They can spot it. Don't let them lie to you.
Problem is, a group of people that don't know their identity cannot be rewarded reparations. That is why we
and
never
that's what
got
it's about.
reparations.
It is about reparations. That was what the big argument is. Let's just say that.
The issue is, if we do not claim or know our roots, then we can never be awarded for it. The reason why the Jews, the reason why Asians have bills and everybody else has these things is because they know clearly who and how to identify. I am so disheartened at this conversation. I don't have no more else to say besides the fact that y'all are hard to love. This community—
we are hard to love. She's right. She is right about one thing. The Jews and all those people are able to collect reparations because they know who they are. The problem is, she has a problem now that we're figuring out who we are. You can't have it both ways. On one hand, you want us to say that we all Black, and on another hand, you want to believe that you're Haitian and we're different too. But then on the same hand, you want to flip it around and, oh, well, you know, at the end of the day, we're all Black, and no, we're not all Black. That's why you wave your Haitian flag every time you turn around. That's why y'all be saying, oh, you Zoe, stop, I say. That's why y'all do that. We're not the same. She knows that. She knows that. But she's playing stupid for the internet. Any tether will tell you that we're not the same. Go over there and tell them you Haitian. I bet you she'll tell you you're not Haitian. Go tell her, okay, if that's the case, tell her that you Haitian and see what she say. I bet you that bitch lose her wig. I bet you that hoe lose that wig. She not gonna let you claim Haitian, but she get to come to America and claim Black American. Come on now. The problem is they have an issue with you delineating, because when you delineate, it cuts their water short. So they're trying to continually convince you guys that you're Haitian and we're all one big Negro. Don't fall for it.
Is very hard to love. I don't even know what to say to that, because then what are we going to get rid of Malcolm X? His mother was from Grenada. Marcus Garvey was from Jamaica.
So take them. At this point, if it mean that much, take them. Now what? Now what y'all gonna do? Y'all be naming 2 or 3 people that did something over the history of our whole existence, and y'all think that gives you a way into our fucking inheritance. And it doesn't. If Haiti needs reparations, then Haiti needs to go to France. Haiti needs to go to all of them people who conquered Haiti. The problem I have with most of you tether ass niggas and bitches is y'all refuse to go back home and deal with what you need to deal with. Instead, y'all would rather tether onto us in hopes whatever we get, you bitches can get a little bit of too. And we're not gonna do it. No, that don't go like that, redhead, carrot top. That don't go like that. stupid duck ass home to Haiti and ask them for reparations. We're figuring out our identity. Why do you give a fuck? I know, because you eat off of us. Why do you think she looked like this? If she grew up in Haiti, you think she'd look like this? Fuck no. She looks like that because she sees women who look like me every single day of the week. She looks like that because she's over here taking notes on how to be a Black American. And then she gets up here on this podcast and look us dead in our face and tell us we all one big nigga, even though the other podcast you were just saying, I'm Haitian. I got Haiti tattooed on my neck. Man, fuck these people. Fuck these tethers. And I can't wait till the land regurgitate you bitches and send you hoes back to the hellhole where you come from. Not because it's fucked up, but simply because you bitches are ungrateful. You tethers are extremely ungrateful. We did all that fighting to get y'all over here. Y'all got over here, showed y'all ass. And once we figured out y'all showing y'all ass and y'all ain't who you say you are, now we get to delineate and y'all are windmilling all on the internet. You bitches, I can't wait to God send you hoes home on everything that I love. I cannot wait till the Most High and the ancestors send you bitches back to hell where you come from. Ungrateful dogs.
So if you're going to get rid of your prominent leaders that was the trailblazers to a lot of the movements that we've had in this country, okay? And even to the fact that I can't own the fact that my people were the reason we're sitting here is because
your people were not the reason we were sitting here. The Indians or the Black Americans fought in the Indian Wars for 100 years prior to Haiti gaining its raggedy ass independence. Stop saying that shit. Haiti ain't did a fuck thing for America. We was already fighting these crackers over here. Before, during, and after. Stop saying that shit. That they have the same talking points that they go over and over and over again to keep embedding that bullshit in your head. That's lies.
We revolted and we said no more and we helped so many people. I can't even own that. And people are walking around here calling me a tether, saying that I cannot claim that I'm Black. Even the video of this young man stating that he didn't even understand the difference between race and ethnicity. Race is what you physically see. I can't physically tell the distinction between nobody at this table. Ethnicity is your cultural roots. Your nationality is where you're legalized. So until we even understand the distinction of words, you are not even Black. And I don't even want to have that conversation because what you tell your kids you're Black, and your kids say, well, my skin color ain't Black, Mom. Where did that come from? Your oppressor gave you these words, but we sitting around literally going back and forth because of words that does not even define your roots.
I'm saying, what difference does it make?
That is also what I'm saying.
Look at these racially ambiguous hoes talking about what difference does it make? It makes a lot of difference, mutts. You bitches don't know who your mama probably mixed and your daddy probably mixed. So of course you bitches is on here saying, well, what difference does it make? You bitches are mutts. It makes sense. We're not talking to y'all. Shut your racially ambiguous ass up. Now back to the Haitian bitch, to this hoe who know exactly what she's doing. And I hope she gets to see this clip. And I hope that this shit gets clipped to this hoe. And I hope that she sees it. That bitch knows exactly what she's doing. We are not the same and she knows it. She's only upset because now that we realize she is a cosplaying tether, she cannot freely tether onto our community anymore. Neither can you bitches. And you look like a nigga. You look like a man in a wig. So I don't even know what the fuck you got going on. I'm tired of these bitches. I am so tired. You know, I meditated and I prayed today that the ancestors and Mother Earth regurgitate these bitches as soon as possible. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's sick. It's when you understand that there are groups of people who are knowingly and willingly lying to you to continue to steal from you, lying to you to continue to keep you in oppression, lying to you to continue to keep you under their foot, then you understand that these people are your fucking enemies. I can't go to Haiti and tell them we all the same. Can't go to Africa and tell them we all the same. Hell, I can't even go to South America and tell them we all the same. But these motherfuckers come to America every single day and keep beating in our heads that we're all the same, even while they're waving a flag showing that we're different. We're not going to do it. We're not going to use race, because I understand the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. So take race off the table. Bitch, scientifically, we are not the same. We're not. There's nothing in you that is in me. We're different. You can't act like me. You can't sing like me. You can't talk like me. You can't walk like me. You can look like me, because flattery is the biggest form of fucking jealousy, in my opinion. But you will never be me. Do you understand that? We're different. And you know it. You know it. When you put your wig on, or when you take that bitch off and them naps, them Nigerian naps pop up out of your head, you know good and well you ain't no Black American. I'm just tired of these hoes, man.
Is going to see, but it's one thing when you say it at another time last week or next week or this week, and then you say it another time and you say it different. It's about being consistent and showing up consistently that way to say, look, we're just Black. Period.
No, we're not.
No one is going to see us.
Even me fighting this fight and being pro-Black, I didn't realize how deep rooted the hate was in our community. I didn't know it was that deep rooted. I didn't know I would be.
Question: since when have Black Americans shared a community with Haiti or Haitians in America? Because even in Florida, Little Haiti has its own town. They don't share that town with a whole bunch of Black Americans. Since when have we been in community with these people? Never. But every time they come on the internet, they act as if this community is in a threat. Come on, man. Y'all can't see this. We've never been in community with you bitches. We don't eat with y'all. We don't dance with y'all. We don't hang with y'all. We don't fuck with y'all. Y'all come over here and rock with us. We don't rock with y'all. So now all of a sudden, us, we, us. Watch out, please.
Fighting to be loved by my own community. I didn't know I was going to be this outed, and it feels very discomforting. It literally feels like, oh, now I see what they did. They did a number on us, really so much so you want me to hate myself to where I can't even identify as you. We as a people.
Don't nobody want you to hate yourself. We want you to keep that same energy you had when you was waving your Haitian flag. Continue to be Haitian and let us continue to be who we are, the Black Americans. That's not a lot to ask. That's what I don't understand about these tethers. Nobody is saying go home. Well, I am saying go home, but nobody is forcing you to leave. Only thing we're saying is you be you and we're going to be us. This is causing a huge uproar between us and the tethers because they don't want to be identified by who they are. Same with the Africans, same with some of the South Americans and even the Caribbeans. I'm so tired of it. It's so tired and played and overdue. This Haitian host is just that. She's Haitian. And we need to know that. We don't just need to be seeing one big blackness. No. Gone are the days where we doing that. She's Haitian, and that's who she is, and she's a tether. She will never not be a tether. She will always be a tether until she go back to her Haitian roots and go carry her ass back to Haiti. Bitch, you's a tether. And I said it. And now come talk to me about it. How about that? She's a tether. Said what I said, and so are the rest of them. Tethers. That's what they are. Keep calling them what they are because that's what they are. Tethers, okay? Now let's move on. It's just ridiculous. Like I said, when y'all truly understand what these people are doing, you're going to freak out. Archive T, thank you for the super chat, says, I wish I could have recorded the Haitian detainees the other day at the immigration center and how they were talking bad about us. I already know. They all do. They all do until it's too late, until they need us. Then it's, oh, my bad. We all the same. My brother. No, fuck all that. Get off me. You know what I'm saying? Star T's Lawson, thank you for the super chat, says they want to be back again because Trump is going after them in September, boo. I already know. Not only that, their whole livelihood is at risk. Them being who they truly are puts all of their livelihoods at risk. You got to understand and understand what's going on in America. These people, these foreigners, these black melanated foreigners that are coming over here, not all, but a large number of them are simply able to survive off of acting like you and keeping you ignorant to who you are. That's why all of them is in politics. That's why all of them is in all of our places and positions of power. They are there to keep you stuck and stupid, right? It keeps you blind to the idea that they are different. And the reason why you need to know that they're different is because they're stealing from you every day. Every day they are stealing from you. That Haitian girl should have a podcast on Haiti, but she don't. She talk about us. She's stealing from us. And I call it stealing because you got us believing one thing when it's something different. She's stealing from us. That's why she gets the life she lives. That's why it's a black American woman somewhere who can do that podcast way better than her. But she's there. She's stealing from us. I said what I said. I know it's a black American woman somewhere who could do that podcast and use that slot and run this bitch. But she is taken from that black American, so therefore she's stealing. Please know it. Please know it. They was all proud of their flags. Wasn't they? About 5 years ago, about 2 years ago, these motherfuckers was so proud of their flags, you couldn't tell them nothing. You couldn't tell them to shit or go blind. Now all of a sudden it's not prideful to be your flag no more. Now everybody want to hide their flags, hide the flags under the table, and now everybody want to come out and be black American. No, we're not doing that. You are who you was. You was Haitian, you Haitian. Tether, 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 tether. Said what I said. I'm so tired of these bitches. For real, for real. Let's move on. Tether, 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 tether. And anybody who feel played, you are tether with a capital T. Matter of fact, tether with all caps. Said what I said. Now let's get into the thumbnail. This is going to be the last subject we get on. Y'all see the thumbnail? Get the likes up. So if y'all haven't seen the thumbnail, go look at it. Go look at it. The thumbnail is basically about AI data centers in underground cities, right? And I got some things that I want to put together with y'all, right? Let's start off with Elon first. Now remember, Elon came out and told us that we won't have no jobs. He said because we won't need it. Then he said we won't have no money. He said because we won't need that either. Now, he said we won't have no money because we won't need that either. Now let's get into him saying that AI will replace all jobs. So basically he's saying at first, computer jobs are going to be the first one to go. So if you sit down at a computer, I don't give a damn if you work at the grocery store and you checking groceries, or if you work in an office. Basically what he's saying is if you have a job at a computer, your job is going first. Now Elon likes to be modest with his timeline, and he's going to say 5 to 10 or 3 to 5 or 7 to 10, 2 to 3. Okay, let's get into Elon. Tell us how AI is going to take over all our jobs.
That's physical. Those jobs will exist for a much longer time. But anything that is digital, which is like just someone at a computer doing something, AI is going to take over those jobs like lightning.
Coding, anything along those lines, yeah.
Just like digital computers took over the job of people doing manual calculations, but much faster, of humans who build things with their hands or do things with their hands, like literally welding, electrical work, plumbing, anything that's physically moving atoms, like cooking food or farming, anything that's physical. Those jobs will exist for a much longer time. But anything that is digital, which is like,
so when he says much longer time, they won't last much longer than the computer jobs because they're building actual robots to do the jobs. Hold on, let me show you. I had pulled this up the other day. I just forgot to show it to y'all. I had pulled this up the other day. They are already gearing up the robots to take over our regular jobs. Do not allow them to bullshit you, right? Remember this video when they were saying that the robots was going to be folding the clothes and washing the churn? Look.
So our view is that the robot will not only act as like your companion in your home, be able to share like very deep memory and be able to like basically talk to you basically just with speech, and then ultimately be able to do everything you do in the home that you don't want to do.
How do you get from there to your vision of general robotic overlord that can do anything you want it to?
Yeah, overlord, nice. I think the short answer is we feel like data fixes almost all this at this point. And we've seen that in almost all the demonstrations we do, where even in the early stages, like with say towel folding or like the logistics use case, like it just like wasn't that great. It made a bunch of mistakes. As we add more data, it got like faster. It made less mistakes. Still had some mistakes there, and all that is sort of like basically approaching zero. I think it'll be amazing to have like humanoids out and about. You talk to like a human. It can basically do things for you. It's a companion, knows you better than probably maybe anybody else.
So you see, they already taking human jobs. These robots are going to be right behind the AI to take even those regular jobs. I was thinking about it when I was walking home or walking, doing my morning walking. I realized, I said, AI going to be cutting the grass too. Robots going to be doing all of the lawn care service and everything. It's coming. Listen, they saying, oh no, if you got these jobs, no. If you work for a company, AI going to take your job. I don't give a damn if it's behind a desk or if it's physical work. Look. Let me read this. It says, automation and AI will transform nearly every industry. McKinsey, PwC, and World Economic Forum estimate that 40 to 60% of current work activities could technically be automated by 2030. Repetitive, routine, or data-driven tasks like factory work, logistics, data entry, customer service, or support, and even basic programs are the most at risk. 90% of jobs will change. Humans will shift towards supervising, designing, managing, and collaborating with AI systems rather than being replaced entirely. Most of y'all ain't gonna have no jobs. They're gonna put onesie-twosie people to run the AI. That's what they're saying. It also says new jobs will emerge for AI maintenance, ethics, design, human AI coordinations, robot management, etc. Human skills like empathy, creativity, judgment, and leadership will remain. Hold on, let me see if can I scroll down? Will remain hard to automate. By 2030, AI robots could be everywhere. About 2030, in homes, workplaces, streets, and daily life. But as adoption scales, one thing becomes clear. How will humans live alongside machines? It says machines, they can move, act, and make decisions. It says what happens when robots operate independently in shared human environments. There has to be clear regulations, strict safety standards, fail-safe systems, human oversight, because this isn't just about technology anymore. It's about trust. For AI and robotics to fully integrate into society, people need to feel safe around them. The future isn't just about building smarter machines. It's about building systems that humans can live with. Business owners looking to deploy AI robots in your operations, and it gives the company name. Listen, they already gonna take the regular jobs too. I showed y'all the picture from the Terminator. We ain't gonna be doing shit. They're gonna have some people that's gonna be working. There's gonna be very few people that'll work and that'll be in charge of the AI. But the mass majority of people will be stuck in 15-minute cities and they won't do anything. Oh, and by the way, let me add this too. I was thinking about this as well coming home. Right now, and I'm not putting this on me, so let me knock on wood, but right now, if YouTube strikes somebody's channel, right, and that person tries to get an oversight, YouTube will tell you that they can't override AI. Why is this important? If YouTube can't override AI's decision on monetization, then humans won't be able to override AI on nothing. And it's not just that. Even with the 911 calls, with the AI being the doggone operator and all that stuff, humans will not be able to override AI. When AI says something, it will be law. And there's nothing that humans will not be able to do about it or will be able to do about it. And why is this a horrible thing for humans? Well, what if the AI makes a mistake and the AI is in charge? if nobody can check the AI, then we have another iRobot. Does that make sense? Or we have another machine versus man. And that's exactly what they want. So don't let them tell you, oh, no. If you, this is the gag. Shout out to Black America, because we'll always be able to hustle. Meaning we may not work for a company, but somebody need their plumbing, somebody need this done. So we'll always be able to find jobs. But when I'm speaking like organization-wise, company-wise, basically Black America, this is gonna hit us first, and the poor whites. So if you're on here and you white and you poor, it's gonna hit you too. It's gonna hit us first, so because they want us all in these concentration camps that they call 15-minute cities. Okay, so please be advised. Please be advised. Now I want to bring this and tie this into something else. Data centers. Now there's a rumor going around that data centers are basically operating for underground cities. I want to get into this video because I told y'all at the beginning of the live that everywhere in America has an underground. Everywhere in America has an underground. I'm from a small island that they call a town called New Orleans, Louisiana. And all my life, I've been told that the reason why New Orleans don't have basements is because we are so below the sea level that it would be impossible for them to dig and create basements. Well, I learned recently within the last 5 years that that's a lie, because under New Orleans, under Charity Hospital, which is downtown New Orleans, under Harris Casino, which is literally downtown New Orleans, ain't nothing south of Harris but the damn Mississippi River. And under those are underground cities. There's underground all up and through New Orleans. So if New Orleans got an underground, I know everywhere else got an underground. And not only that, I've already gotten a download that there were underground cities and underground institutions long before the cracker got here. Okay, now when the cracker got here, he did find our underground operations and he shut it down and kept us above ground. Did y'all know in ancient times we used to even build our houses underground? So we know a lot about underground. Our souls do. Consciously we don't, but our souls do. And there's a real underground city all over America. Now there's a rumor that the AI data centers are taking the water to fund the underground city, so that all the water that's being taken from on top of the ground, they're saying that it's being taken because they're using it for these underground cities for the rich and the celebrities. Let's get into the tag or the video, y'all. Get the likes up.
Said the data centers are not really data centers.
What I already know what you're going to say.
Is power sources for all the underground cities that they're building, and that the water they're draining,
is actually for the city.
Those cities. And I was like,
yeah,
that seemed right. Because there's a Jeff Bezos has a clock underground ticking down, and no one knows why.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when Kim Kardashian was investing in the underground bunker or something? I'm gonna see if I can go find that. Because now that I'm thinking about it, Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians was talking about something. They were talking about they was investing in something underground.
I saw it and I thought it was true, and I tried to ignore it because I'm like,
no one is paying attention. Someone said the data centers are not really data centers.
What I already know what you're going to say.
Is power sources for all the underground cities that they're building, and that the water they're draining,
is actually for the city.
Those cities. And I was like,
yeah,
that seemed right. Because there's a Jeff Bezos has a clock underground ticking down, and no one knows why.
Yeah, I saw it and I thought it was true, and I tried to ignore it because I'm like,
no one is paying attention.
Y'all remember this video when they found them Jews was underground with them kids? Y'all remember this in New York? I don't know if y'all recall, we played it on the channel before. But this when they found them Jews was hiding underground with them children. Look. Look. Remember them Jews started coming from up underground? There's a real underground city. All over America. And it wouldn't surprise me if these celebrities are genuinely, literally preparing to go underground. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me because they be knowing about stuff that the masses of us don't. Okay? Now I want to show y'all this video. I be following this girl here. She basically talked about how government officials claim that the U.S. has used $21 trillion to fund an underground city. Check this out.
Former government official claims the USA has a $21 trillion underground city for only the ultra wealthy to hide out in a near extinction event. Hold on, let me show y'all this other shit that I was just talking about yesterday. Look at this book, y'all. Travels and Adventures of Little Baron Trump. Do y'all know that Trump right now has a son named Baron Trump? Baron Trump, Donald Trump's son. He's 20 years old and the nigga 6'9". Stay with me though. The author of this book is named Ingersoll Lockwood. So in this book about Baron Trump, look what it says. Across travels and adventures of little Baron Trump and his wonderful dog. And then 4 years later, he wrote Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. Y'all, check this. Watch the next book that this man wrote, The Last President, or 1900, written in 1896 by Ingersoll Lockwood. Let's see what this book is about. The Last President imagines a populist outsider winning the U.S. presidency, touching off mass riots, financial panic, and the collapse of the Republic in New York City. So anyways, to circle back to this, I do think there's an underground city. I think there's underground tunnels. I think it's a whole bunch of shit we don't know about because we're not the ultra wealthy. It don't say the wealthy. It says ultra wealthy. Damn, y'all. We're going to be above ground scary as hell, man. But yeah, y'all drop in the comments what y'all think about this. Former government official claims the USA has a $21 trillion underground city for only the...
I believe that. It's been so many reports talking about the underground cities and things of that nature. Let me show you. I went on Twitter or TikTok, I'm sorry, to see if I could find some. Look. And it's not just in America. There are underground cities all over the world. There's even been people telling stories about how in the past they used to travel instead of by plane. Did y'all know they used to travel underground? So basically you can be underground in America and come from up underground in Africa. Yeah. Now, some people were saying that it's portals and things of that nature, but I don't believe that. I don't know. It could possibly be portals. This is in Turkey. This is a whole underground city in Turkey. Also in Mexico, y'all remember El Chapo built the doggone tunnel so he could escape underground? There's all kinds of underground cities that we are not privy to. And they basically put us in schools and kept that away from us and made it seem like that stuff is folklore. And this is in America.
They are hidden in the forest or buried deep underground. Here are 30 underground places in America that are hidden from the public. Number 1. Raven Rock. The US government carved out a secret underground city that they can flee to in case nuclear war breaks out. It's called the Raven Rock and, like Area 51, is one of the government's most classified projects. An individual who worked there for 3.5 years talked on camera for the first time, describing to Vice what it's like. The base is 768 feet below the ground, and it can survive a direct nuclear hit. It is protected by two 3.5-foot thick 30-ton doors built on top of springs to survive the shock from a blast. There are 5 buildings with 15 floors in total, each big enough for 50 to 80 offices. It's called an underground city because it's like a self-sufficient place to live and work. The base has everything it needs to keep running, like a cafeteria, barbershop, water, generators, and even a medical center. It was built in the 1950s for a threat that never came. Number 2. Underground Atlanta. Underground Atlanta is a historic spot in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. It started in the 1800s as a commercial district for shops and trains centered around the railroad. In the 1920s, viaducts were built and the streets were raised, creating a second level of underground streets and buildings. For decades, people forgot about it, but in the 1960s, it was brought back to life as a fun place for music, bars, and nightlife. Some stories about the Prohibition-era secrets are part history and part legend.
And let's be clear, we were the ones in the underground cities. It was us. So when they say this stuff was built in the 1800s, please be advised. I do Educational Friday every Friday. Whites were not here by and large. So if this was built in the 1800s, we built that. That was us. And I'm pretty sure it was built before the 1800s.
It's being rebuilt to mix its rich history with new ideas. Number 3. New York City subterranean world. Under New York City, there's a whole hidden world. Beyond the subways millions use daily, there are secret vaults under Little Italy and the public library, cattle tunnels in the meatpacking district, and rumored trading tunnels in Soho. Some of these underground spaces go as deep as 800 feet. There are pipes for water, 840 miles of subway tracks, and mail tubes built in 1897 that were used to send letters between post offices until the 1950s. A part of the subway system is the City Hall station, opened in 1904 and closed in 1945. It's a hidden gem with stained glass and mosaics, and you can see it with your own eyes by staying on the 6th train past the last stop. The world's oldest subway tunnel, Brooklyn's Atlantic Avenue Tunnel, is part of this huge underground complex too. It was built in 1844, sealed in 1861, and rediscovered in 1980 by Bob.
That's, you heard he said rediscovered. You see that white man rediscovered? He didn't rediscover a goddamn thing. We built it, it was ours, and then they came and found it.
Sealed in 1861 and rediscovered in 1980 by Bob Diamond, who found it through a manhole. But the surprises don't stop there. Workers once found a ship from the 1600s just 15 feet underground. Number 4. Permafrost Tunnel Research Facility, Alaska. The Permafrost Tunnel in Alaska is a cool place to learn about frozen ground that's over 40,000 years old. It's a long tunnel that was dug from 1963 to 1969 to study permafrost and how to build and mine in frozen environments. Inside, scientists study ice, ancient plants, and even bones from animals like mammals from the Pleistocene epoch. The tunnel shows layers of Earth, showing frozen ground from different time periods. It helps scientists learn how permafrost works and what might happen as the world gets warmer. Number 5. Mini Manhattan. In 1969, an architect named Joce wanted to build an underground city that would be thousands of feet below the ground. It would be a safe place to live during a nuclear attack. His plan included underground skyscrapers, homes, stores, and parks. It was designed to hold 1 million people.
And let's be clear, they're not building any of this stuff. They're finding cities that were already built and laying claim to it. Let me give it to you this way. The foreigners, whites and blacks, are coming into America. There's a great reset, okay? We are now being re-indoctrinated into their system. Now, while that's happening, they are literally taking sticky notes and laying claim to all of our shit. And because these are the powers that were, they get to claim the underground stuff and stuff that we know. Now, they kept the education away from us for over 100 years. So when they reintroduce it back to us, we think that this is something that they are creating. That's not true. This is what we built. We did that. That's us, Black America. We built this before they came here.
The city would have everything people needed to survive for a long time. This included food, water, power, and even clean air. It was called the Mini Manhattan because it was like New York City but underground. Although the plan never became real, he did make some projects come to life. One of them in Texas is called the Atomitat, the name being a mix of atomic and habitat. Number 6. Subtropolis, Kansas City. Subtropolis is a huge underground business complex in Kansas City. It's carved out of limestone and covers 55 million square feet. The complex has offices, storage spaces, and even factories. It stays cool all year, making it perfect for businesses. Over 1,600 people work there every day. It's the world's largest underground. Some cities are so top secret they can't even...
So I'm showing y'all these cities because there's an underground everywhere in America. And just like they buy real estate on top of the ground, the cracker been buying real estate under the ground. Okay, and the AI data centers and a lot of the water. I saw a video of a lady talking about how the Mississippi River is historically low. That sounds about right. It makes sense that in their minds that some nuclear crap is going to happen and all of the rich and wealthy are going to be able to escape. But that's not going to go like that. Some of them will, but the mass majority of them won't. They will go down with the ship. Okay, because the way the Most High, the ancestors, and the angels have set this thing up, oh yeah, you'll be dealt with. Okay, but again, I believe that the AI centers are doing something underground. I do believe that it is funding or fueling something underground. We just won't know yet, but we will. Trust me, we will know. Let me read a couple of more super chats before I get up off of here. Y'all like the video if you haven't already. Let the video out in the algorithm so the people know we was around here josing, please. And thank you. And shout out to everybody for coming and pulling up on me. You didn't have to, and still you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, okay? Thank you for the super chat, Res Girls. She says, hi, boo. I know you don't like us, but I love you. Who is us? Oh, white people. I don't dislike white people. You are truly right. Your culture is awesome. I heard you say time is going by fast. I feel we're going through portals. I don't dislike white folks. I just be having Negro meetings and I don't want y'all in here. I'm just playing. Nah, but for real, I don't dislike all whites. Some of them, a lot of them I don't, but I don't dislike all whites. And thank you so much for the support and for coming in on the morning jokes. Now, just be advised, this is a Negro meeting, okay? Typically, I don't take comments from the whites. However, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. This is a Negro meeting. I got to say that part. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Sorry about that. I'm trying to charge up phones and all kinds of stuff. I got all kinds of stuff going on. But thank you so much for your support, Res Girl. There's no shade. I appreciate you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. K1820, thank you for the super chat. Says, hi, boo. We are entering a polar shift. Please pull it up. It happens every 12,000 years. The claims are 2050, but some say it's shifting faster. Sounds about right. Thank you so much. I don't have time to pull it up today, but I will pull it up another time, okay? Thank you so much, Kay. Send it to my email. Send me a link or something. Lacia May. I hope I said it right. Lacia? I hope I said your name. May. You know, my mom used to call my daughter May. That's a nickname she gave my daughter. So I'm going to just call you May. May says, this is why, thank you for the super chat. She said, this is why time has sped up. They are trying to run and hide from the Most High's judgment, but still have control. Exactly. They can't run, though. There's nowhere for them to go. They can't run. They got to eat that. Because he's judging and he's going to make sure that everybody who needs to be taken care of will be taken care of, okay? Now, with that being said, though, shout out to y'all in the building, though. I really do appreciate y'all, every single one of y'all, even the clears. I appreciate y'all, too, for the support. Shout out to y'all, though. I really do have to get up off of here. Make sure y'all hit up the Dollhouse Reacts and check out my content. I put up 2 videos about Rockhead's reenactment or reaction to Blueface bringing home the baby, and also Blueface getting scared because Nevaeh is trying to stream on her own. Nevaeh got the juice now. So with that being said, though, y'all research everything we talked about. Pay the information forward. I love y'all and see y'all tomorrow for the Joce. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow. Lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.